Hello everyone, welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 135, 136? Who knows, it's a mystery. Let's see, can I see the file? Yeah, this is 136. Today is Saturday, May 28th, 2016, and I'm glad you could join me today. So, the reason why I'm having all these episode numbering issues is because I'm using a newer version of Windows Movie Maker, and before I could see the title of the previous episode, so I was pretty sure I got it right. But now it basically shows up as like a blank screen now, so I should check these things. It wouldn't be like it's the end of the world. At least now my computer has the date displayed. So that makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, such is life. So I have my coffee. And today might be a pretty short show. So it was the case where right when I was getting ready to record, my husband decided it was time to weed whacker the yard, so I had to wait like 10 minutes. And what I didn't mention was that this episode was probably going to be 10 minutes long, so oh well. So I'm trying recording on a Saturday since I decided this was going to be my fun day, and that tomorrow will be a work day, unfortunately, which is sort of strange to have one in the middle of a 3-day weekend, but such is life. But I finished something. Oh look! It is the giant hand-spun crescent citron. So, for scale, like, there's little bits there, and there is some there. So it is a good wingspan sized shawl. I haven't even put it on. And I cast off today, which is, normally I wouldn't start with FOs, but it's pretty much the only thing I've worked on this week. So I have my little bit of tail. This is how much yarn I had. I was playing some pretty serious yarn chicken here. So that's 0.2 grams. Or wait, 0.22 grams. It is, oh my gosh. I cut that really close. And it's hand spun, you can't get any more. And I was thinking about my exit strategy. I do have some cobweb that I overdyed that's actually a pretty close match to this, but many plies instead of just a single. And I probably would have done that, and if I had been thinking I would have used that earlier. So I was trying to get it all set up. I began binding it off Thursday, then realized I wasn't to the halfway point when I was binding it off. So what I ended up doing was I ripped back the bind off and ripped out the row below, and that was the right amount. So I needed 5 rows of yarn to do the bind off, and I ended up not following the pattern. I ended up doing an Estonian style bind off, which is you hold the yarn doubled and then do the knit 2 together. So it makes for a more stout edge, and I really wanted the edge to be nice and stout on this guy. So, let's see, what other drama has occurred on this shawl since I talked to you guys last. So, handspun, crescent citron, done. Counted for stash dash, finished today. My first stash dash finish, in fact. So, you remember how maybe sometime last year or something like that, my Xiaogu interchangeable cable broke off at the ferrule? Well, that happened on the shawl as well. Same spot. You could tell that I was beginning to go because the plastic surrounding the cable cracked, and then the rest of it went as well. And so there was metal cable inside the ferrule, and there was metal cable on the cable, but it broke at that joint. I emailed the Etsy seller I got them from, and she suggested going through their website, and really super duper great service from Xiaogu. So it was the case where I told them what had happened, specifically what type of cables I had, I sent them off in the mail yesterday, and in the next 2 weeks I should be getting 2 new ones. Apparently they have changed their cables so it doesn't have this problem anymore. And I was an early adopter of the Xiaogu interchangeable set because I really, really love the lace needles, something fierce. And that red cable too. So I should be getting that back in the next 2 weeks, so unless the tubes are running a little slow because of Memorial Day weekend, I'm not sure. But super duper friendly about it. I wish I had mailed back the other cable earlier because they were really nice about it. I was trying to get it worked through my local yarn shop, but they just wanted the needles back, so it isn't like they were going to be very useful to me. I lost both ferrules because that's really, really easy to lose some little teeny weeny metal piece that has threads in it, so oh well. So I'll let you guys know how that story ends when I get the needles back, but it makes life a little bit more challenging because for the sizes, like, I have one rather short cable that I actually have with my mulled cider stuff, and that's about it for ones that are actually usable with the interchangeable set, so it's gonna curtail the cast-ons, I think, to a certain extent. We shall see. But, yay! I'm happy that it's done. It's not blocked. I wasn't that fancy. I will need to get to it, though. So it does seem to have, like, a little bit of bagginess to it, I think, due to the fact that it hasn't had a good soak, or maybe there's a little bit of bias, I'm not sure, but you can see, like, so super duper fun, super duper stripey. I'm really happy with how it ended up turning out. Have some ends to weave in, and then I'll be good to go. So, I haven't even taken an FO picture yet. I was just so excited that it was done. So, that sucked up all of my knitting time this week. So, and it's a little too warm out today for that. I think the high's supposed to be like 91 or something like that, but I think it's going to be Texas summer style where it isn't that warm until 5, which is just an hour and a half, so I don't know. Let's see, in terms of trying to think about how to actually order the show today, because I am random and all over the place for sure. Oh, my badge. Okay, so what will be getting some love fairly soon, I really hope so, is my Hansma Hitafude, which apparently is partially off of the needles. Let's see if I can recover from this particular problem. So, so this didn't get any knitting love this week, unfortunately, but such is life. I think I see what happened, maybe? I don't know. But these are my fixed Xiaogu needles, which is why they still have the red cable on them. But this will be getting some love. I have not made any progress on it. Since the last time I showed it to you guys, it did get carried to California. But didn't get any love while I was there. And I will need a couple more repeats before it's even worth measuring, I think. I need to get several more. So, but this should be getting some love. It is amazing to knit with this hand spun. I am super duper stoked about it. Its problem has only been that I haven't had, what is it, that I've been working on that other shawl, so that's why it gets no love. But it is gorgeous and pretty and lovely, so coming together. That almost looks If I do it this way, I can probably get more of a sense of what the sleeve will look like when the time comes, but super duper gorgeous, super duper lovely. It will be getting love very soon. And then I have my spinning projects going on. So since the citron didn't really need the knot bag anymore, I put my spinning back into my knot bag because that's what it's for generally, or it has the satin lining, so that makes it a lot easier. And I haven't gotten anywhere on this since the last time I spoke. This didn't get carried to California, though. And then my other thing, which I'm pretty sure I did a little bit of work on, was the fiber optics. So this is the bitter lime to rose colorway. Excuse me, I'm in the dark teal right now. And let's see if I can maneuver in the wheel. It's being challenging. Okay, so it's funny when that works out a little bit better than everything else. But I am into the dark teal now. It's even getting a little bit more green as we go, so that's pretty cool. Super duper zen spinning this. Really enjoying the spin. Not spending a lot of time spinning it because I think that was heavy. Slightly awkward, but whatever. Wheel in a lap. You haven't ever seen that on a podcast before. But so it's the case where it has been going along nicely. It's been fun. I just haven't been putting a lot of time into it. Yeah, such is life. So the silk was the February spin the bin. The merino silk was the March spin the bin, and it is nearly June, so I do need to get a move on. Spinning by far is probably the best yardage per time for Stash Dash, so I'm probably going to try to get at it that way. I haven't committed to a goal yet, but I do have plotting and plans. So the mulled cider is actually in my wardrobe right now, but I do need to knit some loops for it and do all the finishing. So on the buttons, all that other fun stuff. So that should be good. And then I have some things that will probably be cast on pretty soon. So I had some consultation time with Lindsay, who's in my knitting group, and I showed her the color combinations I was thinking of. I'm going to be doing a commission, and so I was settled on the pattern and was trying to figure out the right colors of yarn. So I showed her this one thinking that she would totally choose it, which is the Bear's Whale Gray, Lavendel, and then this is Sündig and Verrückt, which is dark and sinful in German. Really gorgeous. And then this combo, which includes Lagitane, which has pretty much all, like, it connects the two colors together. And Lindsay was like, oh, this one, definitely, because she didn't think this gray went with these ones. So, I'm going to be casting on for a color affection pretty soon. Probably not with my Xiaogu needles, because all of the whole ones are in projects, but I have some, I'm pretty sure I have some 5s and some 6s, and that's what the fingering weight version is calling for. So I'll get this wound up and good to go, but I was trying to finish something before I started something. You know how that goes. So there's that. Maybe even 4s. It was the case where it should be an interesting little commission, and this will, I suppose, continue to languish in the stash. The other thing is that this is all superwash and this isn't, so that also, I think, plays a factor in that choice. So, another shawl. And whatever. Now, what what is being a little bit indecisive at the moment is I have another project I'd like to cast on, and I brought down most of my wool mice lace. I left my bright red Boosie upstairs and my partial skeins because I'm not really sure what I would do with them. I didn't feel like red right now. No, whatever. I think the red will be really, really gorgeous when the time comes, but that time is not yet now. Because I'm taking part in this crazy wool mice lace swap. So, I need to knit a crazy wool mice lace project, as one does. And there are like tons of wasps around here. I think we need to find the nest and destroy it, because it must be somewhere nearby. Oh well, so this isn't going to be a 10-minute episode. I guess that's exciting. So I have my Allegria. And then I have here in this bottom, which is totally not showing it to its full justice, so I'll just pull them out. So this is actually an overdyed skein of Lavendel that I got from Tanya. And she was sort of a big deal, and unfortunately she died of cancer last year, which was very sad. But this is a skein that was overdyed by her, so it is purples and blues and blacks. Super duper gorgeous variegated skein, and then this guy is just total ice here. And if I decide to go with these two skeins, I'll be making a Pamua. And it's a pattern, like it's a triangle shawl that works really, really amazingly on variegated wool mice lace skeins. So this would be super duper bright, but the pattern could take it. And this would be more sedate with its pretty purpley blues. Now, because I'm filled with indecision and suddenly I need to quick cast on a new project, the other options are, so I have a Versace blue, which is, you know, one of those really true, like true deep blue sort of blues, and this is a monster skein, so it's 344 grams, so super duper big. I then have my favorite wool mice colorway ever, Stella Polaris, and this is a normal size skein. This was actually bought by someone in the wool mice shop in Germany. And then I have my old blue jeans, and this is a Nobody's Perfect, my old blue jeans, so this probably also came from the wool mice store as well. And this is a more of a gray, or it's a blue with leanings towards gray. So nice denim-y color, super duper gorgeous as well. Not sure on the weight on this guy, but nah, such is life. And one of these three, I'm thinking could become an ink, or some other sort of long, flowy, open cardigan wool mice sweater. And the goal is to use up half a skein. So, not like totally crazy pants, but knitting half a skein of wool mice before sometime in July, maybe the end of July, I don't know. It's a good stash project, that's for sure. So one of these solid skeins could become a sweater. So what do you guys think? Should I do the variegated shawl or the solid blue sweater? I'm full of indecision. Answer swiftly. Like, I know for sure that I'm casting on the shawl anyways, but I think all of them would be really gorgeous. I'm honestly pulling it out and thinking about the pattern. I think it would be my old blue jeans, actually, and not my favoriteest color ever of wool mice. Because I think that this would go with more things that I normally wear. as far as a sweater is concerned. And it is that super gorgeous semi-solid that only Claudia Volmesi can do. So, very curious in your thoughts and opinions, because, yeah, I care about what you guys think. So, and I'm really just undecided about which direction it is I want to go. I think before I was recording, I was looking up. So only one person has ever knit the ink with just Woolmeister lace. So more people have knit it with DK. It's supposed to be for fingering weight. And obviously, since it's fingering weight, a lot of people knit it out of the 100% fingering weight yarn instead of the 100%, or the 100% merino fingering weight as opposed to other ones. But okie doke. So there was a minor paint emergency. My consulting was needed. So I'm back. Yay! Coffee cup is refilled, so life's pretty happy. So, for your deciding pleasure, I'll probably link this in the episode thread as well, but this is, what? We'll go all the way in, see if it focuses, I don't know. So that is the Pemua pattern. So super duper gorgeous there. We'll see how quickly I can get at the ink pattern if you guys aren't familiar with it. It seemed to go pretty fast when I was searching on my computer, so it shouldn't be too bad for you guys. Search, go! Go phone, go. Obviously. What is it? Very obviously blue. So we'll go with this one. But this is the ink. So, long sweater, gorgeous cables, really cool way it feeds and grows on it. I don't want to do full screen. Like, we don't need full screen. How do I stop? Okay, we're back. And this would pretty much use the entire skein. I'd probably have to do something different if I wanted, what is it, for something that will be about my size. We're probably talking the whole skein, or close to it. So that might be slightly demented for the little challenge, but let's see. I seem to only do this one every other year instead of every year. So I ended up, what was it? So it was the case where the first time I did it was in the same time frame as me getting married and moving in, like, and buying a house. So I did that. I think I can handle it. The last one must have been, that was, I think I ended up wrapping that up for another Stash Dash thing as well. So this will be my first time trying in Texas. So, ink, Pemua, lots of pretty options for yarn, no shortage there. Looking forward to doing either of them. Obviously I haven't been talking about them, because I decided more on a whim to actually go ahead and do the crazy challenge. So, there's that. In terms of stash positions, I have two I'd like to show you today. So I did get my swap package yesterday, and I opened it up today, and it's now covered in yard waste. But I got a skein of Neptune Dark. read the label. And it's a labeled skein, and it's 330 grams, so another monster. Thank you, Claudia. So I ended up getting this from Carol in California. So she was, her Raveler name is CJG. And yay, this is really super duper gorgeous. It's definitely solid Neptune, but really gorgeous teal. Should be really cute. And then what she'd also sent with it was some organic single origin coffee from Pete's, which smells super duper good. I'll probably break into that next in my coffee drinking. And then I got this really cool knot bag, so I was really excited about that. So this is from Big Waffle, and so it has some really cute coordinating fabric. So the outside is birds and flowers, and it's sort of abstract, and on the inside is a geometric diamond. And this is totally reversible. So really nice construction, sort of a canvasy fabric, and then you pull your knot through. Done like dinner. So really, really neat, like really cool colors. I really like the pops of yellow in it. And it can hold the entire skein of Wool Mice Lace in it. Maybe a little uncomfortably, but it can. So I just thought that this was, well, yeah, there's some shoving you'd probably have to do, but really cool bag. So I have really been liking using my spinning knot bag as a knitting bag, so I'm really glad I got one that I can dedicate for knitting. So that was super duper sweet. I ended up, what is it, or my Swappy hasn't received a package yet, so I probably shouldn't talk about it. But what was it? It was the craziest thing. I had to, she collects postcards, and like Dallas isn't really a touristy sort of place, and definitely not the suburbs. There is like a touristy trap place sort of near where I live, but I just didn't want to pay the money. Maybe that would have been slightly easier, but the only place that sells postcards is actually Walmart. They have like a little kiosk near the front of the store on the other side of the cash registers even, so I missed looking for it the first time. So I knew someone else from Dallas had sent her a swap, and the postcards looked really familiar, so I'm like, ah, yep. You had to go to Walmart too, didn't you? So I tried to get ones that I hadn't remembered, so. It's so crazy making, like, it probably would have been smarter for me to have taken a cool picture and made a postcard than to have done that, but oh well. So it was the case where I just had to laugh a little bit at myself about that, but meh, such is life. So, and so what was it? I sent one of my skeins of lace, which it turned out I picked up the color to be a little bit out of my normal color sense, and I'm like, yeah. I tried. I tried. Like the deep dark teal, oh yeah, that was totally worth it. That was totally my color. But the pastel purple, I tried. I'm not a pastel girl. I should just stop trying. It just doesn't work. And then I actually sent along some of my Hello Yarn hand spun from the SSK colorway, so that had the little yellow skein and then the purple skein with it, and it like so totally matched the yarn, it wasn't even funny. They look so good together. So who knows if she uses it in a project or something like that, but it was just the case where, see, it seemed to be the right match. Because my other hand spun skeins all had a shade of green she like explicitly said she didn't like, so I'm like, ah. Like, there are other colors in it too, but there is that green, so, oh well. We'll see how that goes. So, it was a pretty good week. I guess I shouldn't have been so worried about having a short episode. So maybe I'll have a bunch of things cast on for next week as opposed to talking about what I'm planning on doing. But such is life. So with the Saturday recording, I'm definitely going to be recording next Saturday. I'm going to be, I think that's probably going to be the best match-up of things. What is it? To do that. Not sure if I'll do something in the middle or not. What would it be? I guess I don't need to do anything in the middle. Hopefully, I'm gonna have a demented amount of moving time. Like, demented. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm getting paid to be at work. So what's going on is, I'll be at the Hilton Head conference, which is in Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. And so they have like stuff, or they have like talks to listen to and that sort of thing from like 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then the rest of the time is free. So it's like Sunday through Thursday is the conference, and then they tend to have some evening events, but your middle of your afternoon is like totally open. I'm going to the beach, I'm going to be networking with people, it's going to be amazing. So I need some knitting for that. Woo, gosh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So I'm like, and perhaps that's going to be my crazy pants wool myself lace project, because that's like right in the middle there, but I don't knit at work for probably obvious reasons, sometimes during lunch, and sometimes when I'm walking from my desk to my car and from my car to my desk, but other than that, no. So it's super duper exciting that I have a chance to just go crazy pants, because it'll be so much easier to pay attention to the talks if I'm doing something with my hands, because that's why I have the cup of coffee with me when I podcast. I need something to do with my hands, and it would, this is a little bit easier, you know what I mean? So, with that, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So I should be recording again June 4th. That might even add up. I think it does. 31st, yeah. So I'll be recording again June 4th. And hopefully I'll have a couple more finished objects to show you guys, or at least one really finished object. Maybe I'll have 2 really finished objects if I get bust a move on my sweater. So with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.